It is my pleasure to introduce the first company of the startup battlefield. Please welcome Spacebar, presenting our Gregory Miller, Jonathan Cottrell, and Joshua Kobach.
John.
One more time. Hi, my name is Joshua Kobach, Director of Artists and Venues for Spacebar. My name is Joshua Kobach, Director of Artists and Venues for Spacebar. You know, live music is awesome. It's live, it's a beautiful, mysterious, and unifying force that connects us all. And yet technology has brought to musicians this figure for their income. Now, what that means is a band needs to stream for their songs. This is what they get for each one. So for a band of 4 to make minimum wage per year, they need almost 20,000 streams per day. And yet, what I want as an artist is to rock out live on stage at a club like the Bitter End or Bowery Electric here in New York City and simultaneously whisper directly into the earbuds of fans in Tokyo.
As technologists, we need to ask ourselves the important questions. What new disruptive technologies will truly build a better tomorrow? Nearly a generation has grown up assuming music is or should be free. And this has made it very hard for artists to make a living today. At Spacebar, we set out to help musicians to better connect with their fans and to build a mobile platform to help those fans that wish to support artists to directly do so. Spacebar streams live audio performances to mobile devices. There's more live music happening around the world in any given week than in all the catalog of Spotify. This is live, this is original, unique content. Jonathan, let's drop in on a show.
This is Zane Carney.
There's music in your voice, a song so soft and sweet.
Zane Carney is playing live. What you just heard was coming straight out of Rockwood Music Hall in East Village. If you have an iPhone, you can download the app and tune in right now and hear up to 256 kilobits per second. No matter where you are in the world, you can hear your favorite artist. Let's see what else is on the dial. So say I'm walking around New York City and I want to hear who's playing. I can just pull out my phone, check out a couple of 5-minute free previews, and if I like what I hear, I can just step into the club.
And I can be halfway across the country, jogging across the Golden Gate Bridge, and join Jonathan in that exact same show. For 99 cents, it's as though I'm there. And then from the band's perspective, the very next day, they can wake up and see this. This is new data that the bands had never seen before, emerging bands had never seen before. Will help them plan their tours. It's business intelligence that will help venues book the hottest new acts. Today, we're delighted to launch Spacebar from some of the most influential clubs in New York City. Rockwood Music Hall, the Bitter End, Smoke Jazz Club you just heard, Bowery Electric, Joe's Pub, Knitting Factory, and World Music from SOBs. Over 200 artists have already signed up with Spacebar, and in the United States alone, there are over 5,000 medium-sized clubs and countless numbers of artists that play in them. Add to that festivals and house concerts, street musicians and buskers, Jonathan's favorite tour buses, and add to that non-musical talent such as authors and comedians and journalists. This is a genuinely very big market. We're also pleased to announce today our partnership with Backplane. Backplane builds communities around the fans of some of today's biggest artists. In the coming months, look for Spacebar to be streaming Lady Gaga to her team of Little Monsters, Kanye and John Legend to the fans of their new Good Music label, and this summer the artists performing at a tribute concert for Nelson Mandela.
This is why we built for scale. We crafted a beautifully simple architecture that's just works, so that when superstars take the stage, they can reach out to all of their fans all over the world. This is the first time that just anyone can listen to a Lady Gaga concert one day and be building their fan base the next. Maybe even becoming the next Justin Bieber or the next Rebecca Black, all from an iPhone. Let's see how easy it is to broadcast to the world. With a push of a button, the artist is live, on the air.
And here we are. Please welcome to the stage my good friend, Maya Wilson, AKA Maya So Lovely. So much to love, so little time, so many reasons to feel the rhyme, so many tears, so many sighs, so many cries out into the night. When you held me tenderly, you were underscored completely. Remember me when you're big. I'll say I knew you well. Remember me when you're big. I'll say I loved you. Power to the music makers.
All right, so judges, what are your thoughts?
Well, nice presentation, guys. Big points for bringing live music to the stage. I guess the first question is, the idea is not a new idea, right? There's been at least 10 other people who have tried to do live music streaming, like the Big Live or Event Live or even Ustream. What's different now that this idea should get traction now, and is there demand?
We think there is demand, both from the artist perspective, because they can decide literally after the show is sold out to, on a concert-by-concert basis, no long-term commitments at all, to be able to post out to say to their fans, if you can't make tonight's show, come join us on an audio, and we will bring the show to you on your mobile device. We're compliant within the music rights perspective, so we have cleared the model through both BMI and ASCAP. We don't expect to, this is something that the musicians have found most attractive, I think, because they get a direct revenue share with the venues, and if they're playing directly, they get money the very next day or a day or two after, as well as data from their global fans. It will help them really go beyond their hometown.
So I was really impressed. I think that there's a real need here for users and musicians. And I also think that the partnership with Backplane is just tremendous. I guess I have some questions. I think that one of the big things about live music is the sound quality. So how are you going to make sure that you can broadcast with the highest possible fidelity? And then also, when you think about serendipity and discovery, how are you going to make sure that the streams that are coming are legitimate of quality and that you're surfacing the best possible content? So if you can talk a little bit about sound quality and discovery, that would be great.
So the first thing that we're doing is in our launch venues, we're streaming directly from the soundboard. So we've got these little GarageBand adapters that most musicians that are serious about music have. And so we're getting a really great signal in through there. So several of them have set up room mics, ambient. So the sound quality, as you heard, is really good. The next part is we're broadcasting at 256 kilobits per second, and we've got plans to go up. The great thing is, since we're doing audio, we can pump up the bit rate which has been, the bandwidth of the internet has been designed for video. And so that's how we're doing that. And the last thing you mentioned is discovery. We've got it set up so that we can curate and bump up the best shows. Artists that are more serious will be in a category that are closer to the top, so that when users first open the app, they're going to get kind of content that's been curated by us.
Okay, I will make a preliminary remark. I really like the idea of presenting the offering by singing, and I would suggest to TechCrunch that the judges also will have to sing their questions and answers. I think at 2:30 in the afternoon it will inject a level of livelihood in the whole discussion. Unfortunately, you don't want to hear me singing this, I'm telling you.
I was looking forward to our duet, Yossi.
Okay, Marisa, if you go. What is the next thing you are planning to do? What is your next challenge that you are trying to overcome?
Well, we'll certainly be building an Android app, and we've already begun the progress on that. One of the next things we're doing is we're doing a lot of outreach to bands themselves, which we can now do having launched. If I may, for example, David, I noticed on your Facebook page you're a fan of the Dirty Teas. We reached out to them and asked them would they be willing to do a house concert for you and friends that you might invite in, and they were ecstatic about it. Getting a chance to share the revenue and giving you a chance to help them share your likes with your network was very exciting to them. So that's really kind of our next big strategic piece.
Ime, I was just wondering, I know you have a background in music partnerships. Is this something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, my question is pretty simple, actually. I mean, discovery is huge for me, and when I go and I find a new band that you guys have surfaced to me, it's great, but how do I maintain that connection afterwards, right? The live music experience is great at me emotionally falling in love with the band, but going forward from there, how do I maintain that connection with the band? Are you guys facilitating that?
It's really cool, and the bands right now really love this feature because the thing that you do when you're standing there on stage and you finish a show, hey, please sign up on my mailing list, please do this, sign up, actually write it on a piece of paper, then they have to input it. In our app, you can star the band, and then you get a push notification the minute that they take the stage wherever they are.
Great.
So you could be walking your dog in Idaho, and I could be playing here, and I could sing to you. Yeah.
The $325,000, how far it will take you?
How far is it going to take us?
Through the summer? I'm sorry, through the summer so far.
And before that, you are contemplating another round, I guess.
We are hoping to be raising our next round.
Are the recordings archived, or is it live synchronous only?
It's live only, for now.
We're not recording at all.
Yeah.
In this way, time zones kind of act in our favor, really. We can hopefully expand to get music of the world. I think it would be kind of special to be able to log on as I'm walking to work in San Francisco and listen to a guitar player on the streets of Ghana.
So we're unfortunately out of time, but that was Spacebar. Thank you guys very much.